Good morning, class. My name is Hadigay. I'm teaching English in LJ High School. Today, I'm here to teach you how to write a conversation. Okay, I would like to start by giving a slight definition of what a conversation is. Okay, who can help me give a definition? Give this definition. Yes, Aja? It's a type of writing. Excellent. Okay, what kind of writing? What type of writing is that? Yes, it's a type of writing where go ahead, please. Where we have many characters. Excellent. Very good. So, a conversation is a type of writing that involves at least 2 characters. What I mean is that we can have at least 2 or more. We can have 2, 3, 4 characters, etc. It consists of an exchange where each person gives her opinion about an issue. Okay? Very often the ideas differ from one character to another, making the discussion more fruitful. The idea of each character counts and has its importance. Okay? Now, class, we're going to deal with the format of a conversation. So, when you have to build a piece of writing, generally, how many parts do you need? Yes, Mohammed? 3 parts. Excellent. We need 3 big parts. Okay, so whenever you have to write an argumentative, essay, or I don't know, any kind of writing, most of the time you need 3 parts. So what is the first part? Siri? We need an introduction. Excellent. Very good. So we need first an introduction. So as in any type of writing, conversation need 3 big paragraphs. We need first an introduction. What else? Mawa? A body. Very good. We also need a body. Okay? And what else? Mami? And a conclusion. Excellent. Great. Good. Now, dealing with the introduction. If you were to write the introduction of a conversation, what would you do? Fatou Nying? Yes. Why not? Excellent. You could ask some questions. Very good. So, that's how we do. In a conversation, there is a practical way to build an introduction. Okay? It might consist in answering these questions. So, first question, what can we have? Taco? Which persons are having the conversation? Very good. So, who is talking to who? Excellent. What else? Hadim? When is the discussion happening? Excellent. Very good. What else? Good. The setting. Where is it taking place? Where is the conversation taking place? Tremendous. What else? What is it about? What is the conversation about? Good. So, class, gathering the answers to all these questions, you have built one almost perfect introductory paragraph. Good. Now, let's deal with the body paragraph. What about the body? What do you generally need in a body paragraph? Yes, Marietu? In a body paragraph, generally, we need sentences. Excellent. Paragraphs, good. Where the writer expresses different points of view, along with strong, yes, arguments. Very good. And when you have arguments, you also need what? Illustrations. Great. Illustrations. Good. So, the writer does so using different characters. To do what? Yes. Pierre-Marie? To convey a variety of feelings, moods, opinions, etc. That's it. Well, what else? So, the difference between a conversation and other types of writing is that there are always at least 2 characters. So as I said right in the beginning, whenever you have to write a conversation, you need at least 2 characters. So we count starting by 2. So 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. We can have several persons in a conversation. Okay? Great. Now, we're still in the body paragraph. Here also, the writer had the freedom to manipulate each character by giving them different roles to play. Okay, so the writer has that freedom. He had the liberty to manipulate the characters. So you are the writers. You guys are the writers. You have the right to manipulate each of your character and give them any role you want. Excellent. Now, the conversation often starts with greetings. So, whenever you have to start a body paragraph, what you need to do is start it with greetings. Okay? Greetings, depending on the means of communication. For example, when you have a phone video call, for example, what would we do? Okay, you can try to imagine telephones ringing, for example. But when you have a face-to-face conversation with somebody, what you have to do is say hi, hello, and it depends. When you are too familiar with the person you're talking to, you say hi, hello. But when, for example, it is between a journalist and a president, what you have to say, you have to be more formal, okay? You have to say good morning, good afternoon, etc. Good. Now let's tackle the last part, the conclusion. What do we need to do in a conclusion, class? Excellent. Very good. The last paragraph often shows how the conversation ends. Okay, that's it. And generally, how does it end? Mariam? Okay, it ends. Generally, one of the characters should succeed in convincing the other. For example, in a conversation, generally you have different ideas. But at the end, you try. For example, if you have Ali and Abi, Ali can try to convince Abi. Okay? But there are also other ways to end a conversation, among which you may disagree at the end. Okay? Each and every one of you can just not agree with his I don't know, the person he's talking to. Okay? Now, class, I'm going to tackle a very important part. It is the pre-writing phase. Now, whenever you want to write a conversation, before writing the whole hook, what you need to do is to gather information about the issue. Okay? Great. So, first, start with brainstorming in trying to imagine the different ideas for each characters. After that, as ideas are often controversial ones, you could arrange them on a sheet of paper where you mention each of the characters' names and note down their different opinions on the given issue. That's how we do. For example, if you have 3 characters, namely Ali, Abi, and Salif, you could respectively part the ideas and different arguments of each character so as to make the whole work and final draft easier. Now, what about the organization of ideas? When you want to organize ideas, what can we do? So, after having decided which character to attribute which role, ideas should be organized as such, taking into account some rules and facts. What are those rules? What are those facts? When you want to write, for example, what do you need as an input? Yes, Ajaminata? You need to master grammar rules. Excellent. So, talking about grammar rules, I'm going to mention the tense. Generally, conversations describe real-life situations and action happening at the time of speaking. So here, the present tense is like the simple present, present continuous, present perfect are very much required. Okay? But it does not prevent from using other tenses though, if need be. It means that you can use the simple past, okay, the past perfect, etc., depending on the context. What also you need is know how to ask questions and how to answer them. how to make short answers, short questions or tag questions. These are very useful in a conversation. Generally, American people, when they speak, they use a lot of tag questions, okay? You may often need link words. Can you give an example of link word? Yes? Amni, besides, very good, to express an addition. Great. In addition also, what else? Because, that's why, to express a cause or a consequence. Good. You can also open your conversation with expressions like, it's a well-known fact that, what else? Yes, Ali, nowadays, good. What else? It is generally stated that, Introduce ideas. We can also introduce ideas with phrases like, firstly, secondly, excellent. On the one hand, good. On the one hand, on the other hand, so whenever you say on the one hand, on the other hand is standing aside. Good. Expressing now point of views. When you want to express a point of view, what do you do? What do you say? Mohammed, to my mind, great. In my opinion, good. I think that, wonderful. That's it. Giving examples. So in any piece of writing, you need to illustrate. And to do so, you need expressions like, for instance, nyanya, for example, good. What else? Mohammed, as such, like, good. Now, as also in any type of writing, when you finish, you need to conclude. As concluding lines, what can we have? Mariam, finally, good. Karim, in conclusion, excellent. Or to conclude, good. Now, class, I would like you to read this topic very carefully. So we're going to read it together. Ali and his friend Abi are talking about the government's idea of delivering courses via television. Ali states that the idea is not relevant at all, whereas Abi thinks the contrary. Imagine and write down the conversation. So this is it. Now, class, we're going to try to imagine the different ideas for each character. Now, you're going to help me with Ali's opinions on the issue. So, who can give me an example? To your mind, what opinion can have Ali? Or what argument can he bring? Everybody does not have a TV. Excellent. Young people no longer watch TV. Discrimination as far as people living in areas with no electricity are concerned. Very relevant. No possible comparison with the face-to-face class where the teacher has an eye on students. Good. No evidence students are really following. Very good. Now, let's deal with Abi's. What are Abi's possible opinions? Okay? Course on TV can still help students so that when they go back to school, they won't get lost. Good. Make students use their free time in useful and instructive things. Help keep young people home. Why not? Young people may learn a lot and improve their skills on different subjects. Or the variety of teachers can also be a plus. Good. Now, let's tackle the guided practice part. Okay. Here, I've tried to build an introduction referring to the different tools I've given when defining how to write a conversation. So here the answers to the questions when, where, what about, etc. are answered. So Ali and Abi are friends who often meet to have heated discussions on very topical issues. So here, which persons are having the conversation? We have Ali and Abi. Yesterday morning, they had a video call on WhatsApp as they can no longer meet because of the coronavirus issue. Here, the question, when is the conversation happening, is answered right there. Their conversation was about the courses delivered on TV. So, what is the conversation about? Here is the answer. Complete their discussion now. Okay. So, here is the body. In the body, there is an interaction between, characters, Ali and Abi, right here. Okay, so they start by greetings. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Abi, how are you doing? Abi, I'm doing good, dear, very busy indeed. So here I have tried to start the conversation for you. Now the task is, you guys have to give meaningful and communicative answers based on the context. So here the general context is very important. What you have to do is read the whole conversation and try to give your personal answers. So Aja's answer may differ with Abdul's answer. It does not mean that she is right, you are wrong. Both of you may be right. Okay? So this is it. Not at all, etc. So then you finish your conversation with the conclusion. Finally, Abi could convince Ali to follow the courses offered on TV by putting the stress on their different advantages. So, class, we have come to the end of our lesson. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Now, all your contributions, propositions will be shared on the forum. So, make sure to do the activity, the guided practice activity, and then I will come back to you later, maybe next time. See you. Bye.